As you begin to succeed in life, you have to be careful who you tell about stuff. It's not everybody who can handle your business. This is one of the most difficult lessons that I learned, that we categorize people according to good and bad, but that's not really how it is. It's not a binary assessment. It's an assessment of capacity. As you begin to succeed, you have to assess the capacity of the people around you to receive your news. The first category is people who have not tried, and they don't try because they think it's too costly, it's too disruptive, and the potential of failure is too high, and so they just don't want to put in the effort that you're putting in. Now, when you put in that effort, if you succeed, you subconsciously delegitimize their failure to try. Every time you win and you come and tell them, you see, I tried it, I won, what you're doing is you're wiping away their excuse for not trying. Very subconsciously, they begin to detest you. They begin to dislike you, and very subconsciously, they start rooting for you to fail. Because if you fail, then you legitimize their lack of trying. And this could be people that you love. This could be people that are close to you. They are not doing it consciously. So you have to rise above that level. You probably should not have this kind of people around you a lot, because they're speaking from a point of don't try. Even if they comfort you, they are telling you, you shouldn't have tried. I understand why you failed. But the why they're comforting you is from a point of don't try. The second category of people are people who are succeeding. These guys are doing well, they're succeeding in their business, they're succeeding in their family, whatever area that you're looking at. Now, when you tell them that you're succeeding, they'll be like, yeah, go. That's camaraderie. We are all succeeding together. So these are a good group of people to tell your good news. But unfortunately, they don't have the toolkit to handle your bad news because they've never failed. And most of them are living in a position where they are afraid of failure. So they're probably running to success because they're afraid of failure. They've probably not done it long enough to have a few failures, so they don't have a toolkit to handle failure. So every time you tell them that you failed, then you revive those fears of failure that they have. And the second thing is, if they're looking up to you, your report of failure could really destroy them. This is crazy, but you have to consider it. That if this person is looking up to you, they're only putting in a fraction of the effort and the sacrifice that you're putting in, and then they get a report that you failed, then they're asking themselves, if this guy failed, what chance do I have? I know he's putting in more effort than me. And I know you've probably had this where you find that you tell somebody that you failed, and then in a short while they begin to stumble and their life begins to fall apart in the area that you told them that you failed. And we sometimes credit that to karma. We say it's bad vibes and stuff, but it's not. It's that this person is thinking, what chance do I have if you fail? So they don't have the toolkit to handle failure. You need them, but you have to be careful. You have to manage the contents that you give them. The third category, which is the elite level, is people who've tried and failed and tried again. And this, I think, is by far the best category of people that you want to give your bad news. You want to give your bad news to somebody who has failed before and got back up again. Because if they failed and gotten back up, they're looking at you and thinking, I understand what you are going through. I know what you feel. I still think you have a choice. You can lay down or you can get up. And knowing you, I think you should get up. I did it. Here's a blueprint. Here's a plan. Let's go.